Welcome back to the Grey Fox Mandem. This is where men over 40 come together to sharpen not just our wardrobes, but our sense of self. Today, you and I will be taking a close look at one of Hollywood's most enduring style icons, Brad Pitt. Now, he may have started out as just another pretty boy, but he has since redefined casual cool, mixing rugged masculinity with modern refinement. But beyond the clothes, there's a lesson here about how we men can carry ourselves with confidence, accountability, and quiet strength. Now, Brad Pitt proves that you don't need loud colors or logos to stand out. A simple white tee, a well-fitted pair of jeans, and a neutral jacket. This is the foundation of timeless, masculine, casual style. For men over 40, this works perfectly. It's clean, it's understated, and it puts the focus on the man, not the brand. Now, the key here is fit. Not too tight, not too baggy, just tailored enough to show you respect yourself. We're going to ignore that. That was a strange experimental time that I really don't think he's going to go back to. Now, Pitt often leans into rugged textures and like linen shirts, suede jackets, chunky boots. These pieces speak to lived experience. They're not pristine, okay? They're purposeful. For the Grey Fox generation, adding a suede jacket or a textured blazer says, I've lived, I've learned, and I wear it with pride. This is unapologetically me. Rugged, in this case, doesn't mean sloppy, it means authentic. One of Pitt's strengths is making suits look lived in, without looking unkempt. Now, this may be a look that he can get away with because, yes, he's a Hollywood A-lister. But as I've said many times on this channel, if your personality is strong enough, you can get away with wearing just about anything. He often goes tieless, which has become in vogue over the last few years. He pairs them with t-shirts or leaves them slightly rumpled, and yet it never looks careless. For men over 40, this is a reminder that suits don't have to be stiff. You can wear them your way. A charcoal suit with sneakers or a linen suit with loafers says, okay, I respect tradition, but I'm not bound by it. Now, of course, these Hollywood A-listers don't style themselves. They hire people to do that for them. We poor schmucks need to understand that Brad Pitt's look is his livelihood. Now, I did some digging and I found out that Pitt has two stylists that he uses, one for formal wear and one for street wear or casual wear. He's got a long-time stylist who handles many of Brad Pitt's formal wear and red carpet looks. His name is George Cortina, and this is his Instagram handle, should you wish to follow him. Here are a couple of examples of his outfits. So this is Brad Pitt wearing bespoke Savile Row suits by Anderson & Shepard at the premiere of F1 in Mexico City. He wanted bold colors like lilac, butter yellow, and silver, constructed with classic tailoring, but with playful color. Cortina pushing luxury craftsmanship and daring without losing elegance. And number two, here he is at the New York F1 premiere. Classic tux, fancy jacket, precise tailoring, clean cuts, elevated by small details like the lapel fabric, the color contrast, showing how Cortina leans into structure and form. Now, I chose this as an example because Cortina is deliberately going against an unwritten rule that I always try to go by, and that is never mixing navy or midnight blue with black. I always believe that it looks like you're trying to match colors and failing. But if you zoom in a little, zoom and enhance, you can see that it is a midnight blue jacket with a contrasting black peak lapel. What do you think of this look, or this rule that he's breaking? Leave a comment below. His other stylist is named Taylor McNeil. She just happens to be Timothée Chalamet's stylist, and this is her Instagram handle, should you wish to follow her. She's the newest stylist in his orbit. She is styling many of his more, say, adventurous, off-duty press tour, experimental looks, especially during the F1 press tour, helping him push the envelope in texture, color, silhouette. So while Cortina is more traditional, McNeil is much more avant-garde. Here are a couple of examples of her outfits. Number 1, here's Pitt wearing a lilac silky button-down and loose velvet pants with square-toed loafers for an outing with his girlfriend, Inez de Ramon. And number 2, another date night, wearing a crushed velvet blazer with extra baggy jeans. I think these serve well as examples of McNeil pushing more relaxed proportions and bold fabrics and more relaxed silhouettes. So if you know anything about me at all, I'm pretty sure you know which stylist outfits I would prefer. And I'm not alone. Here is an article in The Telegraph that has some, let's say, less than flattering words regarding his F1 press tour outfits. But the squared shoulders and fitted tailoring of Cortina's outfits, I think, are much more flattering for a mature male. I can appreciate what McNeil is trying to do with the blurring of the lines between casual and formal, between masculine and feminine, the deliberate subversion of expectations. I get it. It's an art form. Let her cook, okay? Brad Pitt has both the platform and the personality that can pull these looks off. So let's take a closer look at one of George Cortina's outfits for Brad Pitt. This is the F1 premiere in London. He's wearing a forest green, double-breasted suit by Anderson & Shepherd over a mint green button-down dress shirt. Downstairs, he's wearing the accompanying forest green suit trousers. For footwear, he's wearing these stunning oxblood single monk strap derbies. Looking at this outfit from another angle, we can see the single monk strap clasp. The only accessories we can see here are these super cool tortoiseshell sunglasses. These are actually vintage aviators from the 1970s that were originally owned by the father of the designer. The only other accessory we can see is this green silk scarf that is worn in a curtain drape style. So we can consider this to be a monochrome color scheme. This is where only one color is used, but various tints and shades of that color are used to create visual interest. It is, by and large, understated. The peaked lapels will visually widen the shoulders. The shoulders themselves are cut nice and square to maximize the masculine silhouette. The sleeves are tailored a little longer than typical, intentionally giving a 70s feel. The trousers are tailored just a little long for the same reason. This whole outfit is screaming a 70s vibe. But you could get away with wearing this and look equally as great as Brad here. I would just take in the sleeves and the trouser length a little. The monochrome green looks amazing in any decade. He's even been quoted in Esquire magazine regarding his love for monochrome outfits. Quote, "I like monochrome. Without it being a uniform, I like simplicity. I like the details in the stitching, the way it feels. If anything, that's the only divining rod I have." Here's the bigger lesson. Brad Pitt, like all of us, has faced challenges and setbacks and personal growth, and yet he carries himself with accountability. That's real style. As men, we aren't just what we wear, we're what we stand for. Dressing well is more than fabric and stitching. It's a reflection of self-respect, of taking responsibility for the man in the mirror. The Grey Fox Mandem isn't just about fashion, it's about building a brotherhood where men own their strengths, acknowledge their flaws, and keep moving forward. So whether it's the basics, the rugged textures, or the lived-in suit, Brad Pitt, it really gives us a roadmap for confident masculine style. But please remember, clothes do not make the man makes the clothes. Respect yourself, respect your journey, and choose to wear clothes that represent both you and the path that you're on. Guys, if you found any of this helpful at all, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and join the Mandem. From here, you can click right here and watch last week's fall premiere video. Take care, guys.